With my pink nameplate going viral, I wanted to show you guys how I make my nameplates. I do have a list on my Amazon storefront with everything that you will need to make your nameplates. I am using Let's Resin UV resin for this horizontal style nameplate, and I am also using this silicone brush to spread out the resin where I would like it to be, and this cute little tiny spoon to pour the glitter. I love to use holographic chunky glitter, but you can use whatever glitter you'd like. With the same silicone brush, I like to just spread out the glitter and press it on there. And with a UV light, I'm going to cure for 1 minute on each side. Once that is done, you do have to clean the nameplate because there has some excess glitter. And I like to use a lint roller for this. It's super convenient. Once you're done, you just peel it off and throw it. It's also super helpful for cleaning your work area. I don't know if you can see, but I have a mug warmer to keep my resin warm. This helps prevent bubbles. And I'm going to mix some mica powder as well as this white pigment from HTV Rond. But if you're using any other color, you don't need to use any pigment. Just the mica powder is fine. I just really need my whites to pop, and that's why I use the pigment. I'm using another silicone tool to kind of spread out the resin onto the nameplate. Just be careful for it to not overfill. When getting close to the glitter part, I like to drag the resin up and down towards the glitter, only because I don't want to drag the glitter onto the resin. Personally, I like to make some swirls, but you could do whatever you'd like. Here, I'm using a heat gun to pop any bubbles, and again, we're going to cure for 1 minute on each side. I'm also going to be curing the little cup that I use to mix the resin and the mica powder, only because it makes it easier to clean. You can see right here, you can just fold it, grab a little piece of tape, and clean it right off. I'm not gonna lie, I have a ton of dirty ones because I'm so bad at cleaning them, but don't be like me. I don't feel like there is a need to seal in the glitter because it's already grabbed on with the resin that you applied the first time, but you can go ahead and do it if you'd like. I did apply a small layer of resin on top of the glitter just to seal it even more. Then I go to Canva and I open a file that is 7.9 by 3 inches. I do pay for Canva Pro. I absolutely love it. I don't think I'd be able to do what I do without Canva Pro, but you don't need it. They have a bunch of free stuff. For this nameplate, we are doing a name and a title. My all-time favorite font, especially for nameplates, is Apricots, but you can definitely do whatever font you'd like, any font combination, whatever makes you happy. Once you are satisfied with your font combination, you're going to go ahead and resize it just to fit the nameplate how you would like. Once that is done, I'm going to click on the share button and I'm going to download as an SVG with a transparent background. I will be using my Silhouette Cameo 4 as well as my Mac. So once downloaded, I like to just drag and drop onto Silhouette Studio. If you do this, you have to grab your whole design and weld it together, because if you don't, it's going to cut every single letter individually and you don't want that. Don't forget to resize your design to fit the nameplate. I like to do about 7.65. Since the name is really long, I did go ahead and added some height onto there. I will be using rose gold vinyl for the name and white vinyl for the title. So I am separating them on the mat just so I can have them prepared. I will be using Tech Wrap Rose Gold Bubble Free Chrome Vinyl, and I will also be using the matte white vinyl from HTV Rond. I strongly recommend matte vinyl for nameplates only because I feel like it helps prevent bubbles. As to if you were to use the glossy, they're just more visible in my opinion. But of course, you're welcome to use whatever you want. Also, shout out to my sisters for buying me this pink cutter for Christmas. I love you. So now we're going to place our vinyl onto the mats and get them ready to be cut. Like I said before, I'm using my Silhouette Cameo 4. I am going to be using the same cut settings for both vinyls only because the matte white is a little bit on the thicker side. A lot of people have been asking me why I prefer the Silhouette Cameo 4 over the Cricut. To be honest, you guys, I've only used the Cricut once, and this was like 2 months ago. But all I've ever known is the Silhouette Cameo. I absolutely love it. I can tell you for sure that I'm not going to Cricut. I don't like to waste material, so I am cutting off any of the excess vinyl. I do put it away, you guys, and I try to use it, but I'm gonna be honest, I have a bunch just saved there. Please appreciate how beautifully this weeded. I love it. A lot of people have also been eyeing my weeding pen. Tech Wrap sent it to me when they sent me one of their first vinyl boxes back in the day. And I'm not gonna lie, it took me some getting used to, but once I got the hang of it, I absolutely love it. I don't use any other weeding tools anymore, and if I do, it's super rare. I do have a discount code for Tech Wrap, so if you want to try any of their tools or vinyl, use Tanya V93. Now we can peel off the other side of the nameplate blank and get it prepared for the vinyl. My favorite transfer tape so far is HTV Ront, so this is what I'm going to be using for this. And I really love the grid on the cutting mat because it helps me align the nameplate as well as the name. So definitely use those grids to line up everything, you guys. Trust me, it makes it so much easier. So just go in with your squeegee and press firmly. If you want to reuse the transfer tape, please be careful because it will roll up on itself. Now that the name is added onto the nameplate, we can go ahead and do the title. I was super eager to get this transfer, so please just use your squeegee and go over it to make sure that it really stuck to it. Whatever you do, don't seal the top of the nameplate because then it won't fit onto the base. Let me know if you have any questions. What do you think?